I want you to think about somebody named Alexander the Great who conquered 2 million square miles, and he was the most incredible, greatest leader, general we ever had. And this guy's crushing it. And then all of a sudden, after 2 million square miles, he comes back and he has so much idle time. He starts drinking, partying, celebrating until he kills himself at the age of 33. Do you know why? Because he got so much success and he had no clue what to do after he attained the success because he made one mistake. He didn't know what was his next. They put it to you this way, what I mean by he didn't know what his next was. Your biggest enemy sometimes when you're winning in life is winning. I had a conversation the other day with a group of our guys and I said, listen guys, let me tell you what I watch for people. I watch people and see how they win because it's so easy to win. You know, you watch people who win, some of them win, they're like, well, let me tell you who I am, I'm this. Very few people know how to win. Most people who win, they don't have a next milestone right afterwards. Mario and I were having a conversation the other day. Mario asked me a question, says, Pat, what is it about the people that you see that keep advancing? What do they do? I said, every single time they reach a goal or a milestone, immediately they have their next goal already set up. Immediately they have their next set up. Most people don't have it immediately. Most people going. Boom, they hit something. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Guess what? 2 months of celebration, boom, you lost that momentum. Boom. And then to bring it back up, it's twice the effort because you got to recreate that momentum that took years to create. Recreating momentum is a very, very heavy task. You got to go through it all over again. And this happens to the greatest of the greatest who don't sit there and identify their next. And by the way, this is not your next move. This is your next goal. This is your next target. This is your next milestone. So I'll come back to you. Maybe recently you had a victory. What is your next? And by the way, this is not other people's jobs to sit you down and identify your next. This is your job to sit you down and identify your next. Other people can be a source of inspiration. You can say, well, I wish I had somebody, Pat, that would tell me what I need to be doing next. Then that means you're a follower. There's a part of you that where eventually in life, you got to have those private conversations and say, my next goal is ... If you get to a point where every single time you reach a new marker, you're like, dude, this was amazing. This felt so great. You know what? I'm going for boom, boom, boom. Next. And here are my next 5, 10, 15 moves to get to my next goal. Phenomenal. Fire again. You don't have that? Every single time you're going to do this. Every single time you're going to do this. It's one of the most frustrating things. By the way, you know, if you get what you want, you're winning, all the stuff that happens. Alexander's enemy was what? Idle time. Idle time. It sucks. It's scary. It's a drug because idle time, you're sitting there and there's time to think. Don't get me wrong. There's time for you to sit there and think and strategize. But some people have way too much idle time and they have too much time on their hands. Ooh, people do stupid things. You can do 10 years, focused, dedicated, you did everything right. And all of a sudden, too much idle time, not knowing how to handle victory, not having your next identified, everything disappears. 10 years, you build it. Idle time ruined everything for you. So whoever you are watching this right now saying, Pat, this message is a little bit scary. It's actually not scary. Just got every single time you win, put your next milestone in place and say, I'm going after this thing. And if you don't have one right now after watching this video, take a few moments to yourself and say, what's my next thing I'm going after? And if it fires you up, go chase it. If you don't come up with it, that idle time is going to get you to go backwards.